A condition called cyanomelia. She was given no hope of survival. Yet with the help of her parents, Shiloh beat all the odds to stay alive. And this year, she celebrated her 10th birthday.
This party has been the best day of my life!
But just 2 months after reaching this milestone, she became seriously ill.
Shiloh Pepin, the little girl who grabbed hearts and headlines as one of only 3 people in the world living with the rare disorder known as Mermaid syndrome, has been in critical condition at Maine Medical Center for more than a week. And tonight, she needs another miracle.
She's not waking up yet. I just want to see her open her eyes and talk again.
After spending 2 weeks in intensive care, Shiloh finally lost the battle with her illness.
I cry because her life's too short. She hasn't had enough time on this earth.
With extraordinary access to Shiloh and her family, this is the remarkable story of the last 6 months of her life.
And remember, Mom, who you are inside is what makes you a star.
It's April in Kennebunkport, Maine, home to Shiloh Pepin and her family. Since the day she was born, Shiloh's life has been a fight for survival.
Hey, Shiloh, you want to look at the photo album?
Doctors didn't think she would live this long, but this summer, she will celebrate her 10th birthday.
She's so excited.
Double digits! You made it! And I'm gonna have a butterfly birthday party.
You are? Who's that?
That's me.
That's you.
When I was a little baby. I was cute when I was asleep.
Yeah, all babies are cute when they're sleeping.
Shiloh suffers from cyanomelia, or Mermaid syndrome, a rare deformity that means her legs are fused together below the hip. She is one of 3 known survivors, but is the only one not to have her legs surgically separated. Shiloh is the world's only living mermaid.
She came out and she was absolutely beautiful and she had cyanomelia, and then they told us, well, she probably won't survive the next 3 days. Okay, she's gonna die. So we waited for 3 days, she didn't die.
That's me when I first opened my eyes.
Yep, when you first opened your eyes.
Since the first time I looked into her eyes, I told her that I'm here, I'm your dad, and I'm not going anywhere, and we're gonna get through this together. And that's what I meant.
That's your soma.
That was my first surgery.
That was your very first surgery, yep.
In addition to suffering from Mermaid syndrome, Shiloh was born with almost no large intestine and just a small piece of her kidney. She has no rectum, no vagina, and no bladder.
Went to you in the hospital again.
Why?
It's when you had your transplant, your very first transplant.
Her kidney stopped working when she was just a baby. For years, Shiloh's parents cared for her while she was on dialysis, knowing her life could be cut short at any moment. Then, in 2007, she underwent a successful kidney transplant, an operation that ultimately changed her life.
She was meeting milestones, and that's when we got our first hopeful sign that maybe she might have a chance.
The new kidney meant Shiloh was healthy enough to undergo surgery to have her legs separated.
That's the one we're soaking in, we're keeping a close eye on.
It's a complicated medical procedure that would require 5 life-threatening operations over the course of 3 years.
Yeah, good. Well, you know, Shai, it's one of the hardest things. We talked about that before, the weight loss.
It's kind of like an operation. They pull out my legs right here. But I don't really want that to happen because it's my decision. I decided I don't want to do it. I'm just happy to meet me because I don't really want to change who I am.
Like most 9-year-olds, Shiloh attends her local elementary school. But having spent so much time in the hospital interacting mostly with adults, she finds it difficult to relate to children her own age.
One of the things we never worried about Shiloh is that she hasn't been that social. She hasn't been with a lot of kids her own age. She hasn't participated because she's grown up in the hospital.
This is my classroom. This is my desk. And these are my other friends' desks. One day, Minnie was going to school, and she was 16 years old, and she was in love. And Mickey was... When I first came here, I was a little afraid that I wouldn't be able to have friends because I was a little shy, and just because I'm different doesn't mean I'm not the same. Mrs. Humphrey made us do a craft together that we make ourselves to show that we are Team Humphrey. We drew ourselves, so that's my project right there.
She needs to understand that it's okay to be without us, that we're going to be here when she gets back, and that she can branch off. As scary as it is for Mom and Dad and for Shiloh, she needs to develop that independence away from us.
To help Shiloh become more independent and socialize with children her own age, Leslie and Elmer are thinking about sending her to a week-long summer camp. This would be the first time she has been away from her parents for more than a night.
This is the Pine Tree Camp?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what we have to do to see if we can get you to go to camp.
Okay.
So we're thinking July 21st to July 26th,
Okay.
which is 5 days.
Mama,
Why?
are you sure you want me to do this?
I would like you to do it because you want to. And I think it would be good.
I'm not sure if I'm ready for this.
Yeah, how come?
It's a big step in my life.
It is a big step in your life.
Okay, I'll do it.
I'm very proud of you. You know how much you've tried this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom wants me to go to camp, and I'm gonna give it a shot because I think it might be fun for me. They have crafts, activities, nurse there, a pool, and it just might be a new experience for me. And remember, Mom, you'll never know unless you try.
That's exactly right, Shiloh. You'll never know unless you try. So you can always try.
Those who try to say who you are, but who you are inside is what makes you a star.
That's right. That's right. That's true. Camp gives you the opportunity to see that there are other kids that are different, that have to overcome things, that have to do things a little bit differently, or that need help. I'm really hoping that it makes her understand that she's not alone, that she's not just by herself. We are on our way to a pediatric intensive care unit to go hook up with Shy. It appears that she has some type of pneumonia, and that made her really, really sick.
Shiloh Pepin was born with an extremely rare disorder known as Mermaid syndrome. She overcame countless obstacles in her life, but a recent illness left her in critical condition. During the final 6 months of her life, we followed Shiloh as she strived to become more independent.
I love you.
I love you too.
After deciding not to undergo surgery to have her legs separated, Shiloh is learning how to become more self-sufficient. Her inability to move around without the help of her parents is an issue. So today, her father Elmer is taking Shiloh to the hospital for a consultation regarding her mobility.
So your weight was the same today?
Yeah, stable.
Dr. Matt Hand has been Shiloh's pediatrician since birth and has played a major role in her progress over the years.
We really have had to shift gears in terms of Shiloh's care and where we're going with things. At one point, it was all about survival, and the leg separation was literally, was she going to be here from day to day? And now we're sort of shifting over into where she's going in her life, who she's going to be. How do we get her more mobile is really the issue. You're upstairs quite a bit, and we need to be able to make sure we can get you out of the house, right?
Don't tell me Mom was talking to you about about me scooting me down the stairs.
Yeah, that's what she was talking about. And
No, she wants me to do it. I can't believe this.
Well, why don't you want to go down the stairs? Is there a problem with it?
Nothing. It's not that I want to do it. It's just that I've been busy all the time watching TV.
When you were 4, we couldn't keep you off the stairs. You were everywhere.
I think this is important. You know why, Shai? Because if something happens and you need to get down the stairs, you need to be able to do that. You don't want to be stuck up there. So for your own safety, I think it's important for you to be able to get up and down these stairs, okay?
All right.
All right, good.
Well, thanks, Matt.
You're welcome. Take care. We'll be out in just a little while, okay?
If Shiloh follows her doctor's orders, she will have to overcome her fear of using the stairs. Shiloh's diet also plays a big part in her mobility. When she was sick and underweight, she was allowed to eat whatever she wanted. But doctors became concerned that she was putting on too much weight and recommended that she adopt a healthier diet.
The key things that we still have to do is monitor her diet, make sure that what she takes in is going to be complementary to her body. It's not going to, it's not a bunch of crap, although she really likes crap.
What's this?
That's her one sweet thing she could have for dessert at night after her meal.
All right. With a kidney patient, it doesn't matter what it is as long as it's caloric. Get her some calories. So we did, and which was fine, except for then she got the kidney and she becomes normal, and then everything changes. So then you have to backpedal. This is the other thing you have to worry about. See the 19 carbohydrate? It's all sugar.
Yes, but that's if I drain the syrup out, she's just getting the fruit.
Okay. All right, but it's still been soaking in the sugar. It's better. I know it's better. You know.
But while her parents both understand the importance of making sure Shiloh sticks to a healthy diet, they don't always see eye to eye.
What's this,
Those things for snacks for school.
No, we can't do this again. This is bad.
And it isn't just Shiloh's eating habits that are causing a problem. Elmer isn't sure if Shiloh is ready to attend summer camp for a week on her own.
This is where we need to push her.
Right. Well, can only push her so far.
Well, we haven't pushed her at all.
Well, that's why we're thinking about this.
That's why we're going to do it.
Yeah.
It's so hard because I can't take her shopping. I can't get her down the stairs and in the car to go shopping, so I have to rely on Elmer. I want more from her. Her being alive used to be enough, and it is enough. I know that. But now, let's push for some quality. I don't know how else to say it.
Caring for Shiloh has kept Leslie and Elmer together over the years, but in recent months, it has been driving them apart. The strain it has put on their relationship has forced Leslie to make a difficult decision.
I just started realizing that we had changed, that what he wanted isn't what I wanted, that we were fighting more often because I was unhappy. And quite honestly, the spark or the thing that was there in the beginning wasn't there anymore.
We have separated basically because we lost ourselves in the midst of all this. It's tore the heart and soul out of me, and it's hurt me very bad.
Because you were getting divorced doesn't mean you both can't love me.
I know that I've got to move on, and that part of our lives is over now.
Divorce means that parents aren't in love with each other anymore. I don't want them to get a divorce, but this is the way it's got to be. I would love them all to get back together, but they can't because they don't love each other. It feels sad.
It is the most helpless feeling in the world. You can't do anything for her.
I just want to see her open her eyes and talk again. So all we do is watch and wait.
Shiloh Pepin was born with her legs fused together, a rare condition called cyanomelia.
Did you do it?
Having beaten all the odds to stay alive, a recent lung infection left her seriously ill. We followed Shiloh during the final 6 months of her life as she came to terms with the dramatic changes in her family. Elmer has moved out of the family home following his recent separation from Leslie. He is still Shiloh's full-time caregiver and looks after her while Leslie is at work. This morning, he's been called over early because Leslie is having problems changing Shiloh.
I feel really bad. Her bags come off and she hollers to me and I didn't hear her. So it was a little traumatic this morning. And double bag, change, and then I didn't put the poop bag on right. So Elmer has to come along and fix it again.
Because Shiloh was born without a rectum or a vagina, her urine and feces are collected in ostomy bags attached to 2 openings on the side of her body. She has to be changed up to 5 times a day because the adhesive used to stick the bags to her skin wears off.
Elmer is the ostomy professional. Because I work all day, he deals with it most of the time. And quite honestly, because I don't do it as much, Shiloh prefers Elmer to do it because he has much more finesse with it than I do. I can't say that I've done it really well all the time.
Shiloh's ostomy bags are currently one of her biggest health issues, and her dependence on Elmer is making the separation more difficult for Leslie.
Don't call me love.
Sorry, honey.
What?
We just dropped Shiloh off at her father's to spend the weekend, and then we share custody during the week. Nothing's working out how I want it to be. There's no plan that seems to be working out. We're kind of muddling through trying to figure our way. Shiloh has no problem with it whatsoever. She has problems staying with me, not with him. I'm still having problems because I can't figure out how to take care of her on my own. And that's difficult because it's hard to separate our lives when I'm so dependent on Elmer right now for taking care of her. When she's home with me, I can't get her out, I can't carry her, I can't do what her dad does. And it's very apparent who she'd rather be with. So that's difficult.
Leslie is determined not to let her separation from Elmer have an effect on Shiloh's desire to become more independent.
We're going to go out for a walk. That was the deal. She scoots down the stairs for me, and we are going to try to get in her chair by ourselves. And we are going to try, right? Try.
Yeah, I know.
The family lives on the 2nd floor, but Shiloh is afraid of using the stairs on her own. Because Leslie cannot lift her, Shiloh has always relied on her father to carry her up and down the stairs. They now need to find a way down without Elmer's help.
Come on. Here's that one. Let's see how we do this.
Remember what we did last time?
Yeah, do you? How's that? All right.
But once they get to the bottom, they need to find a way to get Shiloh into her wheelchair.
Oh, so you want me to use that board all the way into my chair?
Yep.
Ah, clever. Just because we're different doesn't mean we can't be smart.
That's right, exactly.
Wow!
Hold on. All right, now go.
Wow. Just like a slide.
Look at this.
It's clever.
Thank you.
How am I supposed to
You have to put your foot over here.
What?
Come on, practice.
Practice makes perfect.
Yep, now climb in that way. No, yep. Did we do it? Did we do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom. You're so clever.
Yeah. We did it!
Yeah, come on, Mom. Let's go for a walk.
Okay. Well, you gotta wait for me? Don't go too fast down this hill. You push to the fire hydrant. Okay, can you do that? Be careful with the dirt. What do you think? Can we do that again?
Oh, yeah.
But the following day, Leslie is given a timely reminder of how much medical attention Shiloh still needs. With Elmer not around to help, Leslie is again having problems getting Shiloh's ostomy bags to stick.
Her bags get broken open and the backwashes into her system, she can get an infection. An infection because she's immunosuppressed can kill her. The reason it hurts is because we can't get the bags on, and we can't keep the bags on because of your skin, and we get the skin because of your bags.
But Elsie said we're going to try some different ones.
I know we're going to try some different ones, honey, but they're not working. It's not your fault. It's just not working right now, okay?
With summer camp just days away, Leslie now has to decide whether or not Shiloh should go.
I was willing to take the risk because what are we doing this all for if we're going to keep her inside and not allow her to do anything and lay down and do all this stuff just to keep her here? That's not a life. She's 10 years old. She wants to do all that stuff. And it's like every time we let her do some of that stuff, there's consequences. So I'm sorry, but you're going to have to lay still.
Forever?
Not forever. Not forever until we can figure out what's going on with your bags, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Very long, slow, painful process.
So she's fighting this thing, and we have to do everything we can to make sure she can continue to do so.
Shiloh Pepin was born with a rare congenital deformity known as Mermaid syndrome. After years of fighting the disease, a recent illness left her in critical condition. During the final 6 months of her life, we followed Shiloh as she left home on her own for the first time to go to a summer camp.
Look at that! Oh, it's gorgeous! Look at you!
Shiloh is about to embark on one of the biggest journeys of her life.
Makeup on?
Despite her complex medical needs, her parents have made the decision to send her to a week-long summer camp for children with disabilities. This will be the first time she has spent more than a night away from her parents.
Hey, Anne, did you know I'm going to camp tomorrow? It's for handicapped children with disabilities.
Yeah, special kids like you.
me.
Yeah.
You have to bring your own sleeping bag?
Oh.
Blankets?
You got a pillow, your favorite pillow?
I think this is completely and utterly out of her comfort zone. I mean, when you think about it, all the care that she needs after hours and before bed and in the morning, for her to be able to do this is huge.
Try that. It is wicked good.
It's going to be a whole new experience for her, and hopefully she'll embrace it and love it.
I love you.
The camp is a 2-hour drive from Shiloh's house in Kennebunkport. Not only will this be the first time she has spent more than a night away from her parents, it's also the furthest she has been away from home without them.
I just want to look extra perfect on my greeting.
It's a monster step. It's going to show us just how brave and focused she is. She's just got to get past the part where me or her mother isn't going to be there. But it's only going to be for a week, and I do believe it'll be awesome for her to do.
Okay, this is it. Week without my bags. Oh my God, look how big that leg that is. Holy gosh. I got you. Let's get this stuff unpacked.
Let's get it unpacked.
I'll see you, honey. You have a good time, okay?
Did you get my lip gloss?
It's in there, Shy. You're all set. Just don't take a bath in it.
And we'll call if we need anything.
Okay.
Bye.
Have fun.
Okay.
Nicest camp ever.
The first activity is swimming in the camp's lake. Shiloh immediately feels at home in the water and seems to be settling in well.
Make some noise!
But shortly after dinner, Shiloh's ostomy bags need to be changed for the first time, a tricky procedure that some of the camp's nurses are unfamiliar with.
How many times a day does Mom?
I don't know, like about five times to 8 times.
Okay, so we need to be doing this more often. I think that's why.
The camp's student nurses are called in to help. But despite the presence of the supervising nurse, they are all having difficulties getting the bags to stick.
Shiloh is very needy medically, probably the most needy child at camp this session because of the fact those bags don't stay on.
We need glue too. Glue? Yeah.
The nurses were initially intimidated. It was something they had never seen before. They weren't really sure how to progress.
Realizing that the nurses are having problems with her bags, Shiloh decides to help by reading the instructions out loud.
This is how you clean it. This is how to clean it.
Okay.
I'll read it to you.
Okay.
Cleaning around the stone areas. Press, use the washcloths, sprouted, and warm water only.
After struggling for over half an hour, the nurses finally get the bags to stick, thanks to Shiloh's help.
Okay. Good job, Shiloh. Good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Reading that. Sorry, guys.
Despite her ordeal, Shiloh has made it through the first day without her parents and is in bed in time for lights out.
I'll come say goodnight to you before you go to sleep.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
The next morning, Shiloh appears to be adapting well to camp life. She's getting involved in new activities and is even making friends. But later that night, just as she seems to be taking it all in, Shiloh asks to call home.
Dial 9 first.
Hi, Mom. I just want to come home a day early.
I know you want to come home a day early, but camp is 6 days, honey.
I just can't wait that long.
Camp is fun, and you don't want to miss the last day of camp.
No.
So maybe what you need to do is go to bed early.
The camp's director, Dawn, steps in to offer support.
Okay. It takes a couple of days to get into the groove. They kind of stayed up late last night and then got up really early this morning. So I think it'll all work out.
All right, can I talk to her just a little bit more?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay.
I'm so proud of you. I think you're doing a wonderful, wonderful job. I love you.
I too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
The following day, one of her new friends tries to console Shiloh.
Is this your first year? It is. It is? Yeah. It gets better. It really does. I'm just homesick. I was homesick my first year, too. And this is my 4th year. So, I know. Trust me, at the end of the time, you won't want to go home. I promise you that. Meeting new friends is cool, huh?
See what?
Wait just a minute, I'll go get her.
After a tough week, Shiloh is finally going to be reunited with her parents.
Okay, so after this, I gotta gather all of the rest of my syringes because I'm going home tonight.
She did a really great job at camp. I think she's taking away a little bit of independence. She can look at this and say, you know, I don't have to live with Mom forever. There's going to come a time where I can be on my own and I can do it. Makes me proud of her.
You had a good time. Good time. Oh, I miss you so much. Oh. Daddy?
Daddy?
Daddy!
How you doing? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
With summer camp behind her, Shiloh can now enjoy the rest of her vacation, knowing that she has taken a big step towards independence. After a summer of achievements, today Shiloh will celebrate perhaps her most remarkable feat, the morning of her 10th birthday party.
Considering they never told me I'd have her for a minute, to get to 10 is the best stay in the world, isn't it?
I'm excited about the party.
You so excited about it?
9 years ago, almost to the day, I was here at Shiloh's first birthday party. When I see her swimming in the pool, it's just an amazing accomplishment and a testament to her spirit and her parents' spirit.
She's gone to camp. For the first time in her life, she's been away from her father and I for more than one night. She's achieved a level of independence I never expected her to achieve. So I'm very proud.
I couldn't be more proud of her, and I'm very grateful and happy to be her dad. And I can honestly say that my life is fuller and richer because she's in it.
I want to thank everybody for coming. She's here for 10 years, and it's primarily because of the help and what you guys have done. Dr. Matt, Jared, everybody that I can't even say, and all the kids. So thank you for coming, and eat all the food, because I don't want any leftovers.
Hip, hip, hooray! This party has been the best day of my life!
But just 2 months after Shiloh celebrated her 10th birthday, she became seriously ill. Fearing the worst, her parents took Shiloh to the hospital. She had contracted a lung infection and was placed in intensive care. The family found themselves fighting for her life.
It appears that she has some type of pneumonia, and that made her really, really sick.
Shiloh Pepin was born with cyanomelia, a debilitating disease causing her legs to be fused together from birth. This summer, she celebrated her 10th birthday.
Mama! See the cake!
But just 2 months after reaching this milestone, she became seriously ill. We followed Shiloh during the final 6 months of her life. After contracting a lung infection, Shiloh has been rushed to the hospital. In critical condition, she has been placed under heavy sedation while doctors treat her.
We are on our way to Maine Medical Center to go hook up with Shy because she got really, really sick. And she's in the pediatric intensive care unit. It appears that she has some type of pneumonia, and that made her really, really sick. Her heart stopped. We've been in this situation before, but it's still just as shocking. 1 minute you're home watching TV, trying to get her motivated to do something, climb up and down the stairs or whatever, and the next minute we're in ICU wondering how the hell we got there. This is the second time in 10 years that I've had to call my family in and say, we don't know if she's going to make it. It's the most scary thing that's ever happened to me in my whole entire life.
The infection caused Shiloh's heart to stop beating shortly after she arrived at the hospital, and doctors had to use CPR to revive her. She is now showing signs of improvement, but Shiloh is still under sedation and must use a ventilator to help her breathe. Her parents, who are taking turns to be at her side, are left questioning if they made the right decisions over the summer.
But doesn't it make you pause on, should we send her to school? Should we let her go out? Should we?
Makes you want to rethink everything. It does.
Yeah, it does. All the push, the quality of life, getting her to go to school, getting her to play with kids. Playing with kids and putting her out there and exposing her to the world is where she probably caught about the pneumonia.
Shiloh's recovery is once again in the hands of Dr. Matt, the pediatrician who has cared for her since birth. Despite being encouraged by her progress, he remains cautious.
The family kept asking me what was the scale of survivability. Saturday, a week ago, it was 0 to 1 because she was essentially in a full arrest. Every day we've been sort of going up a little bit of a point. So I gave them sort of a 4 to a 5 yesterday. Not out of the woods, but with Shiloh we're sort of constantly in the woods.
It's extremely frustrating because although Shiloh's not dying, she's not getting better as fast as I'd like to. So it's hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait. Move a setting, one setting, oh, gotta go back 2, go back 1. It's a bunch of balancing. It's only because I can't do anything else. It is the most helpless feeling in the world to have your child. I know that these are the right pace and the right people, but it sucks. I came home today because my daughter, who is getting better, when she hears us, she gets very agitated and aggravated. So they said that we could go in, but we just couldn't talk to her or touch her. And I have a real hard time not touching her and everything else. So I came home so I wouldn't touch my daughter. I clean up and I, take care of it and stuff. So when she comes home, it'll be all clean and ready for her. I want to say to her, welcome back. Don't go away ever again. It's so scary to think something so bright can be taken away in a heartbeat.
I've been here for 7 days. I feel better when I'm here with her. It's probably a little harder on us than it is on her emotionally, but we just got to be patient and let her continue to fight it. It's a little frustrating and a little aggravating not being able to talk to her or touch her, but we have to realize that she's fighting this thing, and we have to do everything we can to make sure she can continue to do so.
For the last 9 days, a respirator has been keeping Shiloh alive. But today, there is some encouraging news. Doctors believe she is ready to start breathing on her own.
Her ventilator status has improved, and today, because we're at the point where things have gotten a bit better, we're going to try and be a little bit more aggressive with weaning her, meaning we're going to try and let her wake up a little bit more, breathe on her own, try and pull back some of the ventilator settings. This is a sort of critical time here. We're looking for that bump that we're trying to get over so that she can go from there and nothing else goes wrong. That's the biggie.
The time has come to try and get Shiloh off the respirator. If we don't start taking her off now, the likelihood is that she won't come off of it. What we've got to do is get her to breathe on her own so that it strengthens her and get some of that junk out of her lungs herself.
As the doctors prepare to bring Shiloh out of sedation, Leslie and Elmer face an agonizing wait.
She's not waking up yet. The reason why she hasn't woken up is because of all the drugs and stuff they put in her. Her kidney's not functioning that good right now. It's barely functioning. So all the drugs have stayed right in her. They haven't gone out. I just want to see her open her eyes and talk again. So all we do is watch and wait.
But time could be running out for Shiloh. Doctors are growing increasingly concerned that she is not responding to their attempts to bring her out of sedation.
It's a very long, slow, tedious, painful process. I want to take her home. I want to hear her voice. I'm so afraid I won't hear her voice again. She has the most beautiful voice and the most delightful laugh, and it's what she should be doing all the time instead of just sitting there with that thing shoved in her throat. I cry for her pain. I cry at the simple things, or a toothbrush, or a room. And I can't feed her and take care of her. Without her, I'm not a mother. It's all taken away from me.
Sometimes you think people are just going to wake right back up again. The big issue is whether she's gone into some form of a coma. The goal is not to do something that's going to be futile. We don't want to end up with her in some form of vegetative state. 24, 48 hours, we'll have more answers as to where we're at with this.
Shiloh Pepin, the little girl who grabbed hearts and headlines as one of only 3 people in the world living with the rare disorder known as Mermaid syndrome, has died. Shiloh overcame countless obstacles in her 10 years, so there was hope she could overcome this last one, a lung infection and other complications that left her in critical condition at Maine Medical Center for more than a week. But in the end, this would be her last battle. A little girl who lived life to the fullest.
Feeling that I've had all through Shiloh's life, letting me know that she was going to be here and be okay. That feeling changed that Friday morning, but I didn't want to believe it. I felt the inside of me just tear open, and everything just kind of collapsed. We thought we were, past all of this. We thought we'd beat the devil, so to speak. I'll always have Shiloh in my heart. I'll try to do the things that she'd be proud of me doing, and living the way that I did when she was here. I think that could be the best way for me to go.
I think Shiloh had more in her 10 years of life than a lot of people have in 50, 60, 70 years. She was loved and loved back. I remember me coming home from work, and I'd hit the downstairs door, and I could hear her upstairs, "Mom's home, Mom's home." And to come home every day of your life with somebody that's that happy to see you is incredible. I will remember that forever. I am proud that Shiloh Jade Pepin lived on her own terms. I can be a princess. I can be a movie star. She could have been anything.
Seven days after she passed away, 300 people gathered at Shiloh's funeral to pay their last respects and celebrate a remarkable life.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shiloh's cousin, Sammy. Everyone has probably looked at me and wondered why I'm dressed the way I am. Shiloh has always dreamed about going to a prom. In early October, I told Shiloh I had a dance coming up and was going to look for a dress. Shiloh was so excited when she found out. I would like to share the dress that she was so longing to see with her today. Best friends never break promises, and that's just what we are and will be forever.
My daughter Shiloh had a love for life that I have never ever seen before. Every day she woke up with a passion to soak in what the day had to offer, but no matter what Shiloh decided to do, she did it with joy and unmeasurable love. Shiloh loved to laugh. Laughing is something we did a lot of and often. "You crack me up, Dad," she'd say, with tears of laughter in her eyes. And when she would introduce me to her friends, she would say, "This is my dad, he's wicked funny." Shiloh loved to swim as well. And she said, "I feel free, Dad. I can go anywhere I want in the pool on my own. It's really cool. She will always be my beautiful little girl, and I will miss her terribly. She was my world, and I did what I could to be hers."
When people ask me about Shiloh, it comes back to that very first day. What a beautiful little girl. It was an amazing time because she did unbelievably well. I learned that it's not about Cyrene Amelia, about a person who lives everything and every day and every moment of her life to the fullest, the way we're all supposed to. And it's been a true honor to have this opportunity.
So let her go, and she'll be free and fly free.
Mom,